How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
I'm just qualifying this question because we had it last time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the answer is too many.
Too many.
All right. Zach, have you ever met someone that likes candy corn?
No. Candy corn, well, you know what? Candy corn is good for 3 bites.
Yeah.
After that, it's stale, chalky garbage.
I would argue it's good for 2 bites, and it being good for 2 bites tricks you into thinking the third one will be good, and then the third one is just
perfect. That's the perfect description.
Yeah.
I loved it when I was a kid, and I can't stand it now.
See, I never even liked it as a kid. Going through my Halloween candy, I'd be like, oh, candy corn, whatever.
I really liked it, but now, no. I have no desire to eat it at all.
This one's from Charles, and I have a feeling this is best aimed at me, but I'm going to direct – I'm actually going to – you know what? No, because I know what your answer is going to be, Greg, so I'm going to aim this at Zach. Who is your favorite professional wrestler?
When I was a kid, I was big into Stone Cold Steve Austin. And, it's hard to deny what The Rock is, so probably those two. I mean – when it comes to professional wrestling. And then the guy that got me back into wrestling for a little bit was CM Punk. And then he went away to go do whatever. So
he went to go into the UFC, and I don't think he's debuted yet. I think he washed out of UFC without actually fighting.
I think he's slated to fight in September, maybe.
Oh, God.
But it'll be his first fight for the UFC, because apparently he didn't do so well when he came over and started training.
CM Punk, I understand exactly why you left WWE, but probably just should have stayed at home. Made a lot of money. Just stay at home and chill. That's all you had to do. All right, so next one.
Well, wait, Mike, who's yours? Just let's answer this question real quick. Mine's The Undertaker. Who's yours, Mike?
A lot of contenders, but at the end of the day, it's always going to be Goldberg.
Okay.
So, Greg, who's your favorite single-season sports team that failed to win a national or world championship?
Again, the obvious answer would be the Browns, but I'm going to go away from that. It was a San Francisco 49ers team in the 80s, and they lost to Washington in the playoffs because they got screwed on 3 nonsense interference calls. So I'm going to say that 49ers team. And in baseball, probably the Mets, the couple times they've gotten there and lost.
The easy one for me was probably the 2003 Mighty Ducks with that run they made to the final. But I think it's hard to say with that one just because it was so unexpected. And the regular season wouldn't say like, oh, this is one of my favorite teams. It was just a fun run at the end of it. The 2005 Indianapolis Colts, those are the ones that lost to the freaking Steelers.
Oh,
when they ran it back. Ben Roethlisberger tripped him up by a shoestring, and then the idiot liquored up kicker Mike Vanderjagt missed it to the left. Yeah. And then the Angels one is 2008 Angels. Won 100 games. That was the year they got Mark Teixeira. They were building up for this huge run. They were just unstoppable. They were so good that year. And this is the team that's going to break through again. They're going to win the World Series. They're so dominant. And then they ran into the Red Sox again and lost.
In the most frustrating fashion, too.
Yeah.
They weren't heartbreaking losses. They were just frustrating because they just couldn't get anything done against those Red Sox.
It was 4-1, 7-5. Then the one game they won was in 12 innings at Fenway. And then they lost Game 4, 3-2. Tough one. What about you, Mike?
2002 Toronto Maple Leafs. They lost to the Hurricanes in the Eastern Conference Finals. It's strange to say that, say that one because had they gotten past the Hurricanes, the Red Wings probably still would have beaten them in the finals, but I was bummed about that one. So this one, what is your favorite football helmet?
Oh, God.
Jeez, another one where we can say for hours. I mean, the problem is like the classic good football helmet is usually a simple design,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Either a single stripe and a logo or no stripe and maybe a number. So in terms of something interesting going on in the helmet, I probably got to go with Michigan Wolverines.
I'm going to go.
I can't say they're my favorite because that would be against the rules, but go ahead, Mike.
I would, for similar reasons, I am going to go with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Okay. You know what? I love the white Chargers helmet. That's a good one.
The current one or the throwback?
The throwback.
Yeah.
The throwback, the black outline and the numbers, that's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I had to pick one all-time favorite football helmet, probably would be the Falcons from back when they had the extra gold stripe for Georgia Tech. I love the logo. I loved all the stripes on the helmet.
That gold stripe is so pointless.
Well, that's what's so cool about it. That's what I loved about it. Another one that, and it just came back last season was the 70s Dolphins helmets I thought were just awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And Michigan's got a great helmet. I love Ohio State's helmet when it's covered in the Buckeye stickers. It just looks so cool.
At the beginning of the season, they're just kind of silver.
Really pretty boring, yeah.
Kind of bad, but yeah. Once you cover them up, it's pretty cool.
Houston
pretty
Oilers, another great helmet, I think. And then current, I like Saints, Packers, Jets. Yeah, but we could go on and on. I do want to make one mention. I made a note of this. I wanted to bring this one up. I don't know if you guys remember it or not. I want to say maybe 2010, 2009, Army did those uniforms where they had the camouflage helmet, black jeans, camouflage pants. I thought that helmet was really cool, and that's a team that's allowed to wear that stuff, and they looked great doing it. Yeah,
they're the only team that can get away with the camo.
And if they were going to ever switch to that would be a great full-time look for them. But I love that helmet. Oh, and I like LSU's helmet a lot too. See, here we go. Georgia Tech, I like. We can just go on and on and on. So,
all right, stop.
Let's stop. Let's move on.
And
the Texans. Blue and white Rams, Raiders. All right, go ahead. Stop me before I kill again.
That's a pretty good one.
Huh?
Yeah.
What helps make you feel better whenever you feel down?
Narcotics.
Reese's peanut butter cups.
That was a joke, guys.
Booze. Booze is good medicine.
Riding my Harley.
Honestly, probably just writing.
Fighting with the Admiral's fun, too.
Anyway.
Banning people.
There you go.
That's good. That's a good stress reliever.
Where do you guys like to go for vacation, and what do you do while on vacation?
Oh.
I make it out to Vegas semi-regularly.
Yeah.
That's fun. But honestly, my ideal vacation would be boring to most people because I just go over to the UK and Ireland and just go to historic sites and just marvel at everything.
I either go to Vegas and do everything, or go to a island in the Caribbean and do absolutely nothing.
My favorite vacation is to go to Key West and do absolutely nothing. That's fun to me. Just hang out, maybe go down to Duval Street for a while, but that's about it. Just chill out at the pool and relax, and yeah.
You go to Key West, but you go to the pool?
Dude, the Key West doesn't have a beach. It's man-made.
Doesn't?
No, it's a man-made beach, and it stinks. It smells awful.
I would have thought Key West would have.
No, there's no natural beaches there.
Oh.
No. Where are we at?
All right.
If you were a Power Ranger, what animal or vehicle would your personal Zord be based on?
I just want to throw Cosmic's answer into this really quick because I think it's funny. I think it would be 2 Dragon Zords and a Harley Eagle Zord. All right, go ahead.
Man, I don't know. I mean, as a kid, the Black Ranger was named Zach, and it was a mastodon, so I was always all about that. I forget what vehicle it turned into.
It didn't turn into a vehicle. It was just it was just a mastodon that turned into arms.
Right. Oh, okay, that's right. Because he's just asking in general, animal or vehicle. Because later on, they became like ambulances or police cars.
Yeah, later on, they just started ripping off Transformers.
I know nothing about the Power Rangers, so I'm going to stick with Cosmic's answer, the Harley Eagle Zord.
I actually have an answer for this because my favorite dinosaur, and my favorite dinosaur of all time has yet to be turned into a Power Rangers Zord, and I think it's egregious. So if I had the opportunity, I'd rectify that. It would be an Allosaurus.
Allosaurus.
Allosaurus, also known by the name Antrodemus, which is Latin for nightmare dragon.
Wow.
Tell me that's not cool.
That's not cool.
Oh.
It's cool.
See, on to page 4. I think this is the last page of questions.
Yeah, we're down to the next one's from a post I put up. Is from the Bass email account.
Yeah,
we can probably skip the first one. We just kind of did that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was just what would your dream vacation be? We just kind of addressed that, so we can move on to the next one.
If you could have dinner with any player, coach, and contributor, i.e. general manager, owner, broadcaster, which 3 would it be and why?
Oh, that's a good question. Who wants to take a shot at it?
I would. I don't have 3, but I have 2. There's 2 in mind that I have. Michel Therrien and I'm blanking on his name, the GM for the Canadians.
Marc Bergevin?
Marc Bergevin, yes, sorry. Him. And I would sit them down at dinner, and it would be a very peaceful conversation. And then at the end, I'd end it by, what the fuck were you thinking of P.K. Subban? Like, I just want to know. Because it legitimately baffles me, and I want to know why.
I will never understand why why you trade that guy, but that's just me. What about
exactly.
You, Zach?
That's why that's my answer.
I would go Teemu Selanne, Vin Scully, and Al Michaels.
Nice.
Because Teemu's he's just an energetic, fun guy to hang around, and the stories he could probably pull up, along with, whatever stories you could pull out of Vin Scully. You really have to twist his arm to get him to say anything, really. And Al Michaels the same way, like that. I mean, they all have great stories. So just, I think it'd be a good mix of personalities amongst them too. So,
mine. Go ahead, Mike.
Sorry, Greg. Go on.
My player, Buck O'Neill from the Negro Leagues. I don't know if you guys have ever heard him on any of the talk shows when he was still alive. Great stories. Just one of the greatest people you'll ever meet. Great baseball player too. Or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, because he's my all-time favorite athlete, and he's a smart guy, and I'd love to just sit down and talk with him and hear his opinions on everything from basketball to what's happening currently in the world today. I'd also throw in either Sparky Anderson or Tommy Lasorda. I can't decide which, but because they would be great storytellers. And like Zach, Vin Scully. You got to sit down with Vin, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see what we have next on here. What kind of cars do you guys drive?
Yeah.
I drive a silver Honda Civic. It's 2013 Honda Civic. Nothing, out of this world or exciting. I used to drive a red Ford Explorer, which was my baby. I love that thing. But, fuel economy and such.
Well, Civics, that thing will run forever, man.
Yeah.
What about you, Mike?
Black 2015 Ford Mustang.
Really?
Yes.
You got rid of the FJ, did you?
I did, yes.
Oh, wow, nice. Look at you go. I drive a 2014 Harley-Davidson Heritage Softail Classic. And when I can't do that, I have a Ford Fusion, a 2009, I think, silver one.
Very good.
Now, Gary has the question.
We already kind of answered that.
Yeah, I'm going to put a different spin on this. So, you can't bring back someone who was banned. That's off the table. Which past user who no longer posts but who hasn't been banned would you like to see come back?
Buck.
Yeah, Buck or Jigga.
Jigga, yep.
Buck, I'd say Buck, Jigga. I'd also add the Flame of Atlanta because he was a great poster.
Definitely,
he was a great poster, and he still contributes on the mothership when it comes to articles. But I'd love to see him back on the boards again. He is.
I would say that Flame is probably the classiest person we've ever had. I don't remember the guy ever saying a bad word about anybody. His posts were always good. Yeah, I'd throw a couple more, and I'd like to see. Remember Blue Sky? You guys remember
yeah.
him? I'd like to see him come
Blue
back.
Sky, and another one that I'm not sure if you guys would remember him, Vitamin D.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, he was a quality poster.
Oh, Fred T. Jane should come back, too. Remember Fred? Dr. Freddie? I never liked him either, but it'd be fun to watch him in the Admiral fight. If people are wondering, you can tell the Admiral's kind of pissed me off on the political thread, and I'm taking it out on him here on the show. Okay, let me see. Where are we?
We're at Wild Wings 64. He asked, is a sandwich a hot dog? Which
these are all
third time.
Well, this is the.
Oh, he was joking, right? Okay, never mind.
The first set of questions are jokes. His real question: what song gets you pumped the most?
For me, it changes entirely depending on mood. Because I've got very all over the place musical tastes, so it could literally be a Broadway song one day and then like heavy metal the next day. It just depends on whatever I'm in the mood for. But currently it's Imagine Dragons, Warriors.
I don't
Mine
have,
is.
Oh, go ahead.
Mine are two Metallica songs. Two very different Metallica songs. The first one is. I guess I have more Metallica. Metallica is the band that gets me the pump the most. But to narrow it down, because there's quite a few. Enter Sandman always gets you going pretty well, along with things like Battery or Mask for Puppets, etc. But the song that it's a cover is they did a cover of The Ecstasy of Gold.
Okay.
I couldn't give you the tune right now, but you know what I'm talking about, Mike?
I do, yes.
Yeah, they did a version of that, and it's just like it gets you going, and it's like, yeah, run through a wall.
You can never go wrong with Metallica. Yeah. Well, you can with Saint Anger, but aside from that, you can never go wrong with Metallica.
Yeah, we forget that.
Gets me pumped the most. I really don't have an answer for this. I really don't.
There is an addendum. Given currently with Pokemon Go, not gonna lie, Pokemon theme kind of does it for me.
Yeah,
like when I'm out riding the bike, songs that come on that this is great. Like it really adds it. Like "Flirting with Disaster" by Molly Hatchet. I don't even know if you guys know that song. I hate to say this because this is going to be like so cliche, and especially after I ripped the show last time, but. On the Sons of Anarchy soundtrack, the Sons of Anarchy house band did a cover of "Gimme Shelter" by the Stones, which is just a killer version of it. I like that a lot too. But I really can't answer this question. I don't know. I listen to so much music; it's hard for me to say.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to piggyback off of what you just said, Mike, and if we're going to go with one's a little bit off the beaten path, there's the Pokemon theme, or "I'll Make a Man Out of You" from Mulan.
The theme from Hawaii Five-0.
See, if we're doing Disney songs, I gotta go with my favorite Disney song of all time, which is "Be Prepared" from The Lion King. I don't know what that says about me because I'm Jewish, and that song sees Scar basically turn into Lion Hitler. But what can I say? I think it's a good song.
Okay. From Kit Smith _95. What is your guys' favorite sports moment from your childhoods? Ooh.
Where do we want to draw the line at childhood?
Yeah, that's the first question. Let's say 16. Was that too old?
No, 16. 16's fine.
Yeah,
That's a good. It's an arbitrary line wherever you put it, so why not?
Okay.
I
have an answer for this if you want me to go.
Go for it.
Sure.
When I was a kid, I played catcher in baseball, and it's because of this guy, Ray Fosse. He's an announcer for the Oakland A's now. He played for the Indians. He was my favorite player, and I went to see him play a game against the Minnesota Twins in like 1970-something or other, and he came up with the bases loaded and hit a grand slam right in front of me, and that was like just the thrill of a lifetime for a kid my age. So that's mine. Ray Fosse hitting a grand slam against the Twins.
See, the problem is when you put it at 16, that's the year before the Ducks win the Stanley Cup. So
Well, we'll give you a
All right,
pass.
No, but I don't want to go with that one.
Let's extend it to 18 because that's the legal definition.
I guess it would probably be the Ducks sweeping the Red Wings in 2003 in the first round. But Jaguar was just out of his mind, and it just you knew something was going on, and he made just some of these incredible saves. And
can you tell who the Cleveland sports fan was when he was a kid? Like, you guys are talking about playoffs and stuff, and mine's like, yeah, he hit a home run in this game against the Twins once. Yeah.
Well,
I see. And I can't even remember the exact year because it's happened so many times. But the first year that the Leafs eliminated the Senators in the playoffs.
Okay.
That was particularly special because I remember the deciding game. We were actually in Montreal visiting my grandparents, and the deciding game we were back in the hotel room. My grandma and grandpa came over, had the whole family watching in the hotel room, and the Leafs won, and it was fantastic. And that, yeah, they didn't win the cup that year, but you know what? Shut those bastards in Ottawa up, so.
Let's see. If you could have any member join as a guest, who would it be and why?
Join the show, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
This sounds like a potential. Who would you have a beer with?
We had McCarthy on,
right?
As a fill-in for me once,
and he was
Admiral was on, but the recording got wonky.
Yeah, lost to history.
Yeah. Huh. I think I've talked. You know, he's wanted to be on for a long time, and I think he'd be great. I think Atomic would be a guy I would love to have on. Seriously.
Atomic.
I mean, we always joke about it, but I really would like to have him on sometime. I think he would do a really good job.
Atomic would be good. I'd be remiss if I didn't say our Lord and Savior Chris Kramer.
We really should. You know, Chris would come on and talk to us. We really should do it. We had him on the Logo Cast.
I mean,
we should do a logo specific show and have Chris on. I think that'd be a great idea.
Oh, definitely. And not just saying that to suck up to the boss, but he's put a lot of time into this community that we're all a part of. I think he'd be interesting to have on. Other than that, LMU, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, honestly, I stand by it that we could have both Admiral and Gothmite on and have a gentlemanly debate. Like,
yeah, no, I was actually going to suggest Gothmite. Like, I think he would. He definitely knows what he's talking about.
Yep.
And he's a guy that I could easily see having a conversation with. And maybe you don't even agree with him, but it'd be at least a lively conversation about.
Oh, it would be a lively conversation. I want to bring him on with the Admiral because, like, that's like 19th century Yale debate club right there. I mean, that's.
Yeah. And of course, we don't say Andy because Andy can come on whenever he wants.
Oh yeah. All Andy has to do is like send us a PM and be like, "Can I come on?" And we're like, "Yeah,
yeah,
sure."
He doesn't even count. I mean, it's like he's just got the open invitation whenever he wants it. Right. I'm trying to think. There's a couple others too that I was thinking.
Sod Boy. I think
Sod Boy would be really good too.
Oh
yeah, I'd
Sod
love to have
Boy
him
would be
on.
great.
Good hockey conversation with him.
We already said McCarthy, right?
Yeah. I like. How about Crash Carson?
Yeah, he'd be good.
Oh yeah.
I've had him on others on the baseball podcast, but Kramerica's a good. He knows his stuff too, really well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, we got to bring him back for Bolts Talk.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of people that that would be great guests. I think on the show.
And if we're not saying your name, it's not because we hate you.
It probably is.
We just
no, that's not true. I hate the Admiral. We've mentioned his name 3 or 4 times, so that's not it.
Yeah,
I haven't been in the political thread in like a week. He must have really gone off.
Oh, I'm kidding. I really am. I honest to God, and this to be serious for a second, I really kind of feel bad for him because I think he got so invested in the Sanders stuff. And he's just befuddled by the fact that it didn't play out the way he wanted to. And I think it really upset him. I feel bad for him. So I'm just goofing on him. I really.
I don't
dislike the guy. I don't want anybody to get the other impression. I don't dislike him. He's always been one of my favorite posters and all that. I'm just busting his chops, basically.
And Admiral, if you're listening, I don't know if you are or not, but if you are, and I don't mean this to sound patronizing at all, I really don't, but you yourself admitted this was the first campaign you've worked on. This is just kind of part of it. Sometimes your team loses. Sometimes you win. Sometimes it doesn't go your way. But if you believe in the cause, just keep at it, and sooner or later, it's gonna work out for you.
Yeah,
it's just how that's just how it is.
And let's finish up Kit's questions here. What is your favorite sports movie of all time and why?
Miracle. I know for you and I, Mike or Greg, it's always been an easy choice. It's just so well made. Yep. It hits you, especially if you're an American hockey fan. It hits you in all the right places. It's pretty historically accurate. It looks great.
Yep.
In terms of getting the attention to detail. The music's great. It's just well directed. It's good. It's just a damn good sports movie.
Yeah, and you're talking to me with I've got a lot of options with baseball movies there because really.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Outside of, I think that some sports like football, you really can't. I don't know that you can do a great football movie. It's just too hard to do because
there are some good ones.
Yeah,
but
you've got Field of Dreams.
What? Any Given Sunday didn't.
No.
Well, Any Given Sunday. There's Remember the Titans is a good football
that's a good
movie.
one. Yeah.
I actually liked Invincible with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, I enjoyed that too. I enjoyed that.
I never saw it.
But I think Miracle, just like Zach said, for a sports movie, it hits all the right marks.
It's a perfect archetype of a sports movie.
Yep, exactly.
This one is a bit harder for me because they turned the Summit series into a mini series, not a TV, not a movie. So but I would go with actually, and I'm going to preface this by saying, Miracle's a great movie. Remember the Titans is a great movie. Your standard underdog, adverse-filled sports film, like all of the good ones are good.
Yeah,
but if I had to say a sports movie, it's 1A and 1B at this point. It's either Rocky IV. Because it's just so absurd, but it's so sincere in its absurdity, it's amazing. It is Sylvester Stallone versus a Russian Superman. And Rocky wins the Cold War for America by punching communism in the face. And another one, which is a bit more serious, its indirect sequel, Creed, I thought was really good.
Yeah, that was a pretty solid one.
I just
and if only real boxing were as exciting as the Rocky movies,
they'd all be dead. But yeah.
Well, yes, they would all be dead. But it would be probably the number one sport in America, if not the world.
If boxing were like it is in the Rocky movies, they wouldn't be able to talk after a bout.
Well, to be fair, Rocky can't. So
right. But going back to the football movies for a second, it's an older movie, but if you want to, and it's not like an inspiring movie or anything, but if you want to watch a movie about football that I think kind of gives you a good idea of what it's like to play in the NFL, it's called North Dallas 40. It's written by a guy named Peter Gant. He was a former wide receiver for the Cowboys. Great football movie, but not in the Miracle, Remember the Titans style, but still a really good movie to check out.
And to be perfectly honest, I think the best football movies tend to be high school football movies too.
Yeah,
Varsity Blues.
Well, Varsity Blues is different in a way, but I was thinking Friday Night Lights, the movie, is very, very good.
Yep.
And the TV show is equally good, or maybe even better.
I think the TV show's a lot better.
I've never actually seen the TV show. I've seen the movie, liked the movie, but I've never seen the TV show.
TV show's pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Okay, speaking of that, I got to make a call back to our earlier thing. Connie Britton would be another one of my celebrity passes.
Yeah. Hey, y'all.
Mrs. Coach. Hey, y'all. Yeah, Connie Britton. Love her. I'll tell you how much I love her. I watched that stupid show that, what's it called, Nashville, that she's on, because she's on it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Taylor. And then in another vein of sports movie, too, you got your major leagues and your slap shots.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That are like Slapshot. I don't think there's a time that I will never not enjoy Slapshot.
Oh, Slapshot's amazing.
It's awesome. And
Slapshot. Don't bother yourself with Slapshot 2 ever in your life. Just don't.
I've never even thought about it.
Don't do it.
That's a movie that you don't do a sequel to that movie because there's no reason to.
To be fair, they didn't make a sequel until like 30 years later when it was a desperate cash grab.
Yeah, I mean, Stephen Baldwin, really?
But Slapshot did such a good job of just capturing, because that's when I was in the 80s, that's what I went to for hockey. It was like all the minor league, Toledo
the Iron League
stuff. The Iron League, yeah, and they did such a great job of capturing. Not necessarily. I mean, there were fights and stuff, but I mean, it was just like the kind of gritty, not exactly top flight sporting event stuff about it. It was cool. It was a great. It was just
You're
a great
telling
movie
me that early 80s IHL wasn't a classy affair?
No, but it was. Man, was it fun? It was so much fun.
One more for me. I like Mystery Alaska.
Yeah,
really?
I enjoyed that.
Okay. Mystery Alaska is one of those movies where objectively I know it's not very good, but.
Yeah. Did you get the New York Rangers to play an exhibition game in Alaska?
Yeah,
exactly.
On a makeshift rink.
I mean, it's all kinds of stupid, but
no, seriously, how awesome did their uniforms look though when they came out? Man, and that on film on the big screen, they look so good. Anyway,
I'm kind of the. I saw it as a kid and I liked it as a kid, right? And so it's one of those things where it's like I know it's not a good movie, but.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way about the Mighty Ducks. That's
where I meant. We talked about Draft Day a few months back, and Draft Day was stupid, but I still enjoyed it.
See, if the Mighty Ducks, as far as sports movies go, Mighty Ducks 1 and Mighty Ducks 3 are both good. I really like Mighty Ducks 3. I think it's a good movie.
And
you don't like D2?
Speaking of Mystery Alaska,
you don't like us beating Big Bad Iceland?
Again, why is Iceland the villain?
Why not?
Because Russia broke up.
Because the Soviet Union went away and they had no one else. And so, I don't know, Iceland, you can make them all blonde and vaguely German. So
Angry Vikings, so attack.
And although I still maintain Mighty Ducks 2 would have been one of the greatest films ever made if they had made the villains Canada, but here's the catch. The villains, Canada's the villains, but only the Mighty Ducks seem to think it's a rivalry, and the Canadians are just stereotypically Canadian and pleasant the entire movie.
Okay.
The first game, right, where the Mighty Ducks lose, so they have something to overcome. They lose, and oh, those dastardly Canadians, and the Canadians just oh, that was a great game, eh? Can't wait to play it again. And they're like, those sons of bitches.
I just want to make a quick call back to Mystery Alaska too. Speaking of the celebrity pass list, what's her name? Mary. She played Russell Crowe's wife, Mary McConnell. Is that her name?
I don't know.
Anyway, she played Russell Crowe's wife in Mystery Alaska. She was also she's another one on my celebrity pass list. Okay, moving along.
Also, go see Goon if you've never seen Goon.
I've seen Goon. I enjoyed Goon. Yeah,
great.
Okay, it's not one of the greatest hockey movies of all time. It's one of the best modern hockey movies of all time.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, we can sit here forever and list off sports movies. Let's see. Let's skip some of these.
What do we skip?
People are just being silly.
If the three of you were stranded on a desert island and you had to resort to cannibalism, who would be the first to be eaten?
My God.
Well, the slowest one, obviously. So, whoever can run the fastest is probably the last one to go, right?
Well, Greg? What skills do you bring
to the island?
Yeah,
I know how to fish.
Okay.
My dad was a Green Beret, so I learned a lot of things like how to build what's called a lean-to. I can build shelters. I can start fires.
What skills do you bring?
I am actually I can actually shoot. So if we have a rifle, I could hunt
shoot too. So there you go.
Here's another question: What are both of your diets generally consist of, and how would that translate into the flavor of your?
I eat lots of fried stuff. I'm going to stick with whoever can run the fastest is going to be the last one to go. So the slowest runner, that's the first one that gets eaten. Okay. Let's see. Where are we? Oh, from Andy again. When is the
first ever Bass Live event? We need to make that happen someday.
Does he mean like we all get together and do like a show in person?
Well,
yeah.
Wow.
So you two are now in Florida, obviously closer together. I'm not going to lie. I looked at the NHL schedule. The Ducks play in Tampa on like a Saturday.
Ooh.
I saw it like in February.
Okay, that works.
And I was like, man, if I could get myself out there, we would have to.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
There would be no way for us to be in the same general area and not do it.
Right.
I still maintain that at least Greg and I need to do like what is it for the Pro Bowl, like the high school coach of the year award or some nonsense like that.
Yes.
And we need to have like a live bass. Like we are okay. They are opening the envelope, Greg.
It'll be the strangest thing ever because it's like we've talked to each other for going on 4 years now, never seeing each other in person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be a little strange. But
I'd be down for that. Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
We'll get it together at some point. I mean, at the very least, you two are gonna run into each other.
Oh yeah.
You know, in all the Rays games you guys are gonna be taking in.
Oh yeah.
Well, like
we can either go to the Rays games, we can just go to the Sam's Club and eat the free food samples. Same thing.
Save ourselves from the bad baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Go see some Solar Bears games. Meet in the middle.
There you go.
Orlando Solar Bears.
You know what? The Solar Bears, they're the Leafs ECHL equivalent affiliate.
You gotta get yourself a purple and teal jersey.
Does anyone actually buy and enjoy caramels or caramels? Like Werther's Originals type stuff?
I love butterscotch. I love caramel. The Werther's Originals, like the hard candies, I'm not particularly fond of.
I'm not those either, but I'm with you, yeah.
But if you get the Werther's cream-filled ones, those are really good.
Yeah, I agree.
Zach, you a fan of caramel?
No. I mean, I like caramel like syrup or just caramel in general, but like the hard ones, no.
No, you have the chewy ones.
Yeah, no. I mean, I can honestly say too that I probably haven't had too many of them. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of candy bars that I've had that have caramel in it. Like, you know, a Snickers. I love Snickers, but I wouldn't say that's a caramel.
Well, see, I think that caramel is something that you don't normally go out of your way to get. Like, I can't recall ever going, I want some caramels. You know, it's one of those things like it's either part of something or on an apple or whatever, but it's not something you generally, as a rule, go out of your way to get, at least with me.
Now, I've got a question for you two because it's something I have yet to been able to figure out. What is the difference between caramel and butterscotch?
I think I can taste the difference. I think I can't explain it. I mean, it's, tell me what an apple tastes like, but I think there's a difference between the two. Yeah.
See, I can tell the difference between Coke and Pepsi, but like.
Oh, see,
butterscotch and caramel.
I think they're completely different.
It's the same thing to me.
They're completely different to me.
Yeah, they're different.
Go ahead. You want this one?
Sure. When Bill Cosby and Jerry Sandusky are in hell, how will each be eternally tortured?
I don't know, but it won't be enough, whatever it is, especially in Sandusky's case.
If we go by... I'm going to go by Dante. If we go by Dante's ironic punishment spectrum of what hell is like, which gets really nasty, both probably are going to be strung up by their genitals.
Okay. I'm good with that.
I mean, that seems to be how things play out in Dante hell, and that's the best conception of hell that we seem to have, so sure.
Jerry Sandusky will be stuck in an eternally running, scalding hot shower. And Bill Cosby will drown in pudding pots.
And Joe Paterno has to put up with Penn State fans.
Joe Paterno, Jesus, don't even get me started. Which member will inevitably get the politics thread closed down in November? Who are your dark horses?
I hate to say Admiral, because we've been like ragging on him the entire show. But
I like my chances a lot. I got the Abomination thread shut down 3 different times, so don't count me out either.
There's definitely that. I mean, Greg, obviously, inside track on that. You've got the history at the very least.
I know how to get it done. If I want to get it done, I can get it done. See, I've got experience.
But no, I don't think it's going to be the Admiral because, honestly, I think by the time November comes around, I think he'll more or less be over the Sanders defeat. I think it's either and the kid's full username escapes me, but it's Zeus something.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And he's his profile. You go to his profile, you see that he's 15 years old, and being 15 years old and wrong about politics is to be expected, but he's very opinionated, and you obviously want to give leeway to like kids because it's like, look, this is like the first time they're actually discussing issues of any importance, so you have to let them learn how to do it, but you can only push that so far before it's just like, look, you are actively harming the discussion. Or if it's not him, Magnus returns from a hiatus.
Ooh.
And just nukes it from orbit.
Magnus?
Yeah.
Okay. I would have said the Admiral 2 weeks ago, but he's calmed down a little bit since. There was a while there I was like, he's going to get this thing shut down. But I like my chances too. You never know what I might do. Is a pickle a vegetable or simply a thing of its own?
It's
technically it's a vegetable. It's a cucumber, or it used to be.
Yeah. Pickles are just gross in general. So, yeah.
A pickle is delicious. That's what it is.
No.
Yeah, I agree. Where do you rank Joe Paterno's Fall from Grace from the all-time Fall from Grace list? Right at the very top.
It's pretty up there.
Yeah.
I mean, even someone like me, and I admit I'm pretty cynical about a lot of stuff, but if you had asked me like the day before that story broke, like, is there a way, like how can you reconcile the big business that is American college football with what its stated mission statement is supposedly supposed to be? And I tell you, Joe Paterno, he does it like Penn State does it the right way.
Yep.
And I would have said that even at my most cynical. And now it's, well, we all saw what happened.
That's what I mean. When you take like where he was, his reputation, and then what brought him down, I don't know. I can't think of anything that tops it in sports. I don't know what else even comes close.
Yeah, just like you said, the values he stood for, the way that we just assumed like the Penn State program was a model of success, whether they were good on the field or not. They were just one of those that you looked up to, and all came down pretty quick.
Oh yeah,
in pretty fiery fashion. Greg, do you feel any hatred towards the modern day Ravens for leaving Cleveland, or have you moved on?
I've moved on. The only thing I don't like about the Ravens is their uniforms. I don't care for them one way or the other.
They probably should have stayed. They probably should have been the Baltimore Browns just so they would have had decent uniforms.
Well, I will say, no, you know what? I don't like if they stick to their purple over white and the all white on the road. I think they look good. But other than that, yeah. But no, I don't. Nothing. It didn't carry over. No, I'm over it. It's over.
If they could just put one stripe on those black pants, just one. Yeah, that's all.
But yeah,
this one's for.
Oh, I'm sorry, but no, I'm over it. I've moved on. Yes.
This one's for you, Zach. How do you feel about the Kings having more Stanley Cups than the Ducks?
Who asked this one again?
NYK33.
Fuck you, NYK33. That's how I feel. You want to know how I feel? Fuck you. That's how I feel.
Mike, if you were stuck in a burning building that had no way to get out, which country's captain would you want to save you besides Captain America and Captain Canada? For example, Captain Japan, Captain what?
Burkina
Faso.
Okay. I don't have my glasses on. And is that Nicaragua?
Yeah, okay. Captain Nicaragua.
Captain Belize.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go with Captain Belize.
Really?
Yeah, okay.
We're allowed to answer too, Zach.
It's a super interesting country. And they're in the Commonwealth. They are a Commonwealth nation in the Western Hemisphere. I feel like there's a kinship there. Captain. So I go with Captain Police, and I don't want to say Captain Germany. I have the sinking suspicion he'd accidentally leave me in there. I don't know. Captain Belize and you know what? Potentially opening the political floodgates, but whatever. I'll be a good Jew, Captain Israel.
All right.
Captain Guam.
I was going to say Captain Guam.
Really?
Yeah, I was. I'm going to go with the Captain Federated States of Micronesia, or whatever they're called.
Captain Fiji.
I don't know. I like Captain Congo too.
Isn't that just
okay? Which Congo? The Republic of Congo or the Democratic Republic of Congo?
I want Captain Democratic Republic of the Congo. That's what I want.
Captain Finland.
That's a sad comic book waiting to be written.
Can you name all the teams in the SJHL, not including the Flin Flon Bombers? No, and who cares? Does it matter outside of Flin Flon, really?
I mean, you might as well. It is just. I mean, it's Flin Flon's league, and everyone else is just playing in it.
Right.
But no, I cannot. I cannot name it. I have pulled up the Wikipedia page, but
am I looking at the right? I don't know if I'm looking at the right one because I don't see a Flin Flon in here.
Saskatchewan Junior Hockey League. There's
no Flin Flon.
They're in the Sherwood division.
There we go. Okay. Estevan Bruins. Melville Millionaires. Is there a millionaire in Melville?
I want Captain Flin Flon to save me. That's who I want. For fuck's sake. Go ahead. Sorry, I'm yelling at my computer.
These names are so unoriginal. Bruins, Millionaires, Red Wings, Terriers, North Stars, Broncos. Oh, here we go. The Kinzardly Clippers, both spelled with Ks. Notre Dame Hounds, Flin Flon Bombers, L'Orange Ice Wolves.
I love small town Western Canada.
Anyway, last one that isn't in the thread, but I got it sent directly to my secret phone line by request. The last question on the Ask Us Anything show. You have to live with one of the Star Wars prequels for the rest of your life. That's the movie you watch, once a week or something like that. Mm-hmm. Which of the three do you choose?
Attack of the Clones, because I might actually finally fucking figure it out if I watch it enough times.
So why didn't they just inform the Senate that they found a clone army? I would go actually. I'd go Phantom Menace.
Really?
I think Revenge of the Sith is a better movie.
Yeah.
And it has more Palpatine, who is easily the best part of that whole mess. But I would go Phantom Menace because, one, the Phantom Menace was right before George Lucas got super into the CGI, so there's still a lot of practical sets and effects on display, and there's a lot of interesting visual stuff to look at, and, you've got three forms of racism on display. I mean, that's just as far as bang for your buck goes.
I would get so bored of the pod race after a while, and Jar Jar is just too much.
Yeah, so but Darth Maul.
To complete the trifecta, I would go with Revenge of the Sith every time. I'll watch that.
It is objectively the best of those movies.
Yeah, I'll watch that lightsaber battle over and over. Sure, why not?
Is that our final question?
That's the best opening of the three. That's all of them.
Wow. Hey, we got that one in, and about the same amount of time.
Can I change my answer to the Christmas special?
Oh, God. Then you get to watch Wookiee porn for
No, you don't actually get to watch Wookiee porn. You get to watch a Wookiee looking at Wookiee porn.
Wasn't B. Arthur a part of that thing?
Yeah, B. Arthur.
Yeah, B. Arthur and Art Carney, I think was. Harvey Korman, yeah.
Carrie Fisher sings a song.
What was it called? What was it called? Life Day?
Life Day.
Life Day.
They got to get Chewie home before Life Day.
Yeah. That's the way to end the show on a high note, huh? All right, are we done with the questions?
We finally got through them.
All right. Well, thanks to everybody for all of your interesting questions, and I hope we answered them to your satisfaction.
Yeah, thank you for giving us 2 weeks of content.
Right, yeah. We were only planning on one, so it's a bonus. And with that, the second annual Ask Us Anything show is done. Finally. We did it.
Worst show in America.
Follow us on Twitter at Basically Sports. Go to the website and check out all the episodes there, basicallyasportshow.com. Subscribe via iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, and YouTube, and find us on Facebook. We'll see you next time.
Bye.